the other flaws that you're actually dealing with. So when you're talking about poor communication, it has a negative effect on your children. Poor communication. You have to make sure that even when you're talking to your children, you're talking to them with clarity, that they can understand what it is you want them to do. You just can't tell your children, especially children nowadays, when you really, oh my goodness, when you really think about the kids nowadays, it is just a hot mess. These kids nowadays is just out of control. So sometimes with these kids, it doesn't matter what you say, and it doesn't matter what you really do or how you even say it. They just gonna be in their own little world, not listening. But you as a person, as a leader, got to make sure that you operating in good communication. Okay, that your communication is up to par. Okay, and so I want you to meditate on that throughout the weekend of what it means to actually have poor communication. Okay, and I want you guys to take a note of all the times that maybe you've found yourself in a position where you didn't effectively communicate things to people. Maybe that's why they got it wrong. Sometimes we think people got it wrong because they want to do what they want to do and they just want to be insubordinate. Maybe you didn't communicate it to them the way that it should have been communicated to them. Maybe you wasn't effective when you communicated it to them. That's just something to think about. That's all I'm saying. It's just something to think about. I always come on and I always talk about self-reflection, guys, okay? Self-reflection. Reflect on yourself. Before you judge other people harshly, judge yourself. What is it about you that needs to be changed first? Let's take the speck out of our own eyes. Let's dig in there. Let's go just dig. Just dig in there. Just get it all out before you can really help somebody get it out of their eyes. Let's get it out of yours, okay? Let's just take some and just get it on out. And we won't have that problem, you guys. We won't have that problem. And so I want you guys to think about that. Think about it. Maybe they didn't run fully with the vision because maybe they didn't get a full understanding of what you meant when you said it. Maybe you didn't say it in a way in which they can understand it. I remember one time, and I'm going to get ready to get off by this. There was one time I was sent on an assignment. A young lady had given me an assignment to go to the store and put together some items in a basket for the leadership. Well, I went and I did exactly what I was told to do. Well, when a young lady contacted me back, she told me that I had the wrong items in the basket. But what made me say, you know what? I'm going to step back. I don't want to have any parts of working with this team any longer. It's because she went on to tell me that one of the leaders that sent her out to have her team to get the basket together and get all the items for the basket, she said that they got into an argument because the young lady told her, yeah, she didn't do what we asked her to do. It looked like she didn't follow instructions. It actually looked like she just went and put whatever she wanted to put up in there. That was her first response. It wasn't, well, you know what? Maybe she didn't get the full story. Maybe it wasn't communicated effectively to her. Let's see what the problem was, Hey, they could have called and said, hey, Sister Michelle, this is the list of items we wanted you to get. We see that you didn't put them in the bag. And I would have clearly told them that those wasn't the instructions I got. All I got was the name of the people that make the product. I didn't get whether or not there was a certain type of product I was supposed to get. But when she told me that that's what the people in leadership had said, I said I no longer wanted to be on the team. Why? Because I refused to work with people who would be led by their assumptions and not be leaders who processed everything. Now that may be a little bit too harsh because people would be like, oh, you got to give people a chance. Yes, you do. But at the time, At the time, I was still yet growing and trying to understand my way and why God had me in the place that I was in and what God was doing with my life. I was at a point where that's what I was doing. So because that's the place that I was in, I walked away from it. I said, next time y'all need to get something for the leader, y'all choose somebody else. Don't choose me. Don't. Because I don't need nobody making negatives. People going to make negative assumptions about you, period. And you cannot avoid people talking negative about you. Let's get that straight right now. If you're worried, if you send back saying I can't do this and do that because I don't want nobody gonna say, give it up. It ain't gonna happen. As a matter of fact, the more you grow, the more you run up that ladder, it's going to intensify. It's going to intensify. The people are going to come out and say what you can't do more. The people are going to come out and they're going to talk about you all the more. So the higher you go up, the more the hatred of you is going to intensify. The more the jealousy of you is going to intensify. And so as a leader, you want to make sure that you're operating in effective communication. Okay? Because I didn't want to, I got off. I don't know if anybody ever asked her why I got off, but that's why I got off. She came to me, which she probably shouldn't have. She shouldn't have come to me and told me. But the reason why she came to me and told me is because she actually was trying to let me know that she took up for me. Basically, she was saying, no, I went to battle for you. I took up for you. I told them, why would you even assume that? And I told her, I said, yeah, because I didn't get, she sent more than one text message. I only received one message with the names of the company of who made the product. So that's why I went in there and I just got what I got because I got what I was told to get. I didn't know that there was some specific items that they wanted me to get. But instead of them saying maybe she didn't get the full, maybe it wasn't communicated to her with clarity, they immediately attacked my character. And when you are in a place in God where you're trying to really find yourself and people attack your character, you say, I don't want to have nothing to do with this. And that's what I did. I immediately, you guys, I got off the team because I said, I don't want nobody attacking my character anymore because that's not what I did. I have rights. I'm a grown woman. And I think a lot of times when we get into positions of leadership, we forget that people are grown. These are not babies. Not only do we forget that people are grown, but sometimes we forget that they people that choose to follow us. I want you guys to understand that, listen, you guys don't ever get nothing else from what I am saying. Get this. People choose to follow you. Okay? They choose to follow you. Okay? They choose to follow you. So that, don't make nobody follow you. People choose to follow you. So treat them with respect. Treat them with the utmost respect. Don't throw them away. Get them the help that they need. But if they refuse, I am an advocate for. If people refuse, listen. I'm telling you, on jobs, people get fired. Oh my God! I wish we can fire people in these in the churches. Just fire. Just get out. Just get out. And I'm just being transparent and honest with you guys because I really love and enjoy working with people who feel like they want it. They want it. When I look at Jesus' journey, people ran after him. They grabbed hold to him. You know what I'm saying? They grabbed hold to him because they knew, listen, he got something I need and something I want. We don't see Jesus trying to force people or convince people over and over and over. He didn't go to the regions he didn't go to all of these different regions 6 or 7 times. Talking about you sure you don't want it now? Let me try to force you to have. No. If you want it, come and get it. And that is my mentality, you guys. That is my mentality. So poor communication is a character flaw. It is a leadership flaw that will damage the performance of your gift, of your assignment, of the position that you have. You cannot effectively lead people if you're not effectively communicating with people. That's one of the biggest hindrances that we see happening today. People don't know what's going on. All I know is what you're telling me to do, but I don't know what it is, exactly it is that you want me to do. What exactly? And then sometimes when you're dealing with leaders that are operating in a prideful mentality, sometimes those leaders will tell you how to, to do something a certain way, and they don't even know how to do it. And I'm gonna close with this one last thing. No, I'm not going to close with that. I'm going to close now. I'll talk about that on a later time. But I'm going to actually come on. I'm only going to be doing these these broadcasts, probably Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday, I may not do it. Or I may come on. But I'm going to come on next week with a new topic. This week we kind of dealt with character flaws, and last week we dealt with some character traits. It's a lot of flaws, it's a lot of traits that we dealt with, but I think we're going to dive a little bit more into leadership and character, and how our character plays a major role in our ability to lead. And I'm actually going to talk about what character does to a person that's a leader. Because as I stated, every person is a leader. But here's what you need to understand about that, is that you can have great character but fail as a leader. You can love people. You can flow in humility. You can have mercy on people, but fail as a leader. Fail as a leader. Sometimes as a leader, it's about knowing the measure and the capacity that you have, because some people are only required to lead 5 people or 2 or 3 people at a time, and what they do is they try to lead the masses, and they're not qualified to lead the masses. So on next week, we're going to talk about character and how character will bless you as a leader. Okay, you guys? So I hope you guys, as always, get something out of these tapings that I do. I hope that you guys were really blessed by this taping on today. I will be definitely coming back because I am excited about what God is doing. I feel so good. I feel awesome. I feel wonderful. I'm just excited, and I hope you guys can hear the excitement that I have and share in the excitement that I have about what God is doing in my life today. You guys have an awesome weekend, and I will be praying for you guys. Love you guys much. Bye.